Bust down, Barbiana, bust down, Barbiana. Bust down and pick that shit up.
Okay, so I'm going to be starting off with a 1B closure because I'm going to be hand making the wig. One thing I do want to say, depending on the shade of pink that you want or the shade in general that you want, if you want like a more pastel, like a light color, I would definitely say use 613 hair. However, I didn't want like a super duper light color, so I was able to use 1B hair. But like I said, depending on the shade you want, 613 hair might work best for you. So I'm going to be taking a 50 volume developer as well as some BW2 powder bleach. I'm going to mix that together and I'm going to begin applying that onto the closure, making sure that everything is coated, and then I let it sit in some foil for about 15 minutes before I went and rinsed it out. Okay, so you guys seen what my closure looked like once I finished bleaching it. So these are the colors that I'm going to be using: pink blush, neon pink, as well as some black box dye from Revlon. So I'm going to add some of that neon pink to my mixing bowl as well as some pink blush. I used about half and half of each color. So once I finished mixing those, adding those to the mixing bowl, I mixed them together, make sure that everything was evenly mixed together. And then I went and I pinned my closure to my mannequin head, and then I'm pretty much just going to begin using my applicator brush to start dyeing the roots. Now you can do the watercolor method. Personally, I don't like to do it because I don't want to risk, staining the lace or anything like that, but it's really up to you and what you're comfortable with doing. So I'm pretty much just going to color the roots using that dye, and then I'm going to rinse that out and then go over the ends with that black box dye before I go on to actually making the wig.
sweatshirt for years and it's all broken in and all that kind of stuff. You kind of got that sort of feeling with Avery Bradley, LeBron, Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, and then Kent Bazemore masquerading as Danny.
Alright you guys, so now I'm going to start dyeing my ends. So I'm going to take that black box dye, mix the contents together, and pretty much just start applying it onto the hair. Now the reason I didn't dye the ends and the roots at the same time is because I wanted to actually see how the hair looked once it was dry. Like I wanted to make sure that the shade of pink was the right shade, so that's pretty much why I did that. But I could have did it at the same time, but I just chose not to. So this is pretty self-explanatory. I'm pretty much just gonna take that dye, apply it onto the hair, and then I'm going to use like a feathering motion once I get to the top, because you don't want like a real blunt you know, you want to kind of have a little bit of transition between the two colors. Even though they're two different different shades, you still want to have a little bit of transition. So now you're seeing me just do like a little feathering motion, just so everything is not so like blunt with the color transition. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do now. I let this sit for maybe about 40 minutes. The box says 15, but I just let it sit a little bit longer. It's my preference. You can, you know, follow the instructions on the box, but this is personally what I like to do. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing now. Alright you guys, so here's what the closure looked like once it was all rinsed out. I did go in and actually dye the bundles jet black to match the ends of the closure. I didn't include that footage, or you know, I didn't record actually, because that's not what this video is about. I really want to show you guys how to get those bright roots, so I didn't include that. But I have like tons of videos showing you like how to dye, you know, bundles and wigs and stuff like that. So after I finished showing my closure down and making my wig, this is what she looks like. Super duper pretty, y'all. Like I'm so in love with this color. So now I'm pretty much just going to add some curls and layers to this wig. So that's the curling I'm going to be using, my Baby Bliss Pro, and I'm using this Herbal Essence hairspray. And I'm pretty much just going to take sections of the hair, curl them, and then I'm going to pin it up. I let the curls sit overnight before taking them down, and then I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. I also did go in and add a few layers to the hair as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. All right, you guys, so this is what the wig looked like once I finished curling it and pinning it. I let the curls sit overnight just so they can marinate and be extra, you know, juicy. So this is the final result. This is what the hair looked like, y'all. I'm super duper in love with this look. It is definitely a bold statement, but it is super duper cute, y'all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.